Our next conversation now, the U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, was in Kenya last week, the first stop on a three-nation Africa tour. He held talks with President Uhuru Kenyatta and Foreign Affairs Ambassador Rochelle Omama on the area of partnerships between their governments with respect to ending the COVID-19 pandemic and investing in health, addressing the climate crisis, building a more inclusive global economy and strengthening democracy and respect for human rights. What does this visit mean for not just Kenya, but the African economy as a whole? I'm being joined by Kenya policy and governance experts and the CEO of Sovereign Insight, Vincent Kimosop. Great to have you join us, Vincent.
Sam here, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Well, what for you was the significance of Anthony Blinken's visit to Africa, and why do you think Kenya, Nigeria, and Senegal were the choice of destination?
I think you have to look at it in terms of the context that we're in. We are a continent that's currently battling COVID-19. There are also political and changes within the continent. As you know, we have a crisis in Ethiopia, Somalia, Sudan. And when you look at all this in a context where China and other global powers are slowly asserting their dominance, you'll be able to contextualize why this visit was timely. So if I can go one by one, on COVID-19, of course, because of the vaccine inequality where the African continent has been depending on the West, so the U.S. was trying to use that opportunity to demonstrate its partnership with the African continent, the consignments they've given, and the partnership they're trying to forge in the area of health. So that you would be able to understand. Going deeper on the Kenyan context, you know, Kenya is a member of the current UN Security Council. This is a body responsible for really working on matters of global security. We have a challenge of terrorism in Somalia. We have the political instability in Ethiopia and Sudan. So being a regional platform to be able to engage on these issues explains why the choice of Kenya. And of course, for Nigeria, you know, Nigeria population and also trade and commerce. And the U.S. is currently seeking for opportunities to get its economy back, and the Nigerian population resource explains why the choice of Nigeria. And then finally, the choice of the Senegal. As you know, that the president of Senegal is about to take up the responsibility, the mantle of the African Union's chair. So really laying a good foundation for the partnership that they will have in the next 1 year with the African Union by engaging the leadership.
Right, and currently Kenya's economic relationship with the United States is concentrated on trade in goods. What were the conversations around, you know, strengthening trade ties?
As you know, the former U.S. President, Donald Trump, had commenced the process of working on a Kenya free trade agreement. So the negotiations are ongoing. There are processes that must be approved by our legislature. There are those that are to be done by the executive. So that, really following through because, you know, we've been having the AGOA, the African Growth and Opportunity Act, guiding relations and trade. But the shift towards really targeted free trade agreement within countries is informed by the need for the U.S. to secure its business and hold within the continent by getting some of these countries, Kenya among them, to have an agreement, a free trade agreement, so that it could be the context and the platform that its businesses would be able to engage and grow within the reach that we are seeing that Africa is taking.
All right, but what is the state of this plan now, the one that President Trump actually announced?
Not yet finalized. The agreement is not yet finalized, so it's still in the works. You could see in the areas of interest by the Americans, the places of energy, the areas of health. So that is yet to be finalized.
All right. So going forward, how do you think such visits will strengthen, you know, U.S.-Africa relations?
It's just like the way I am now a regular analyst at the channel's television. It began with the first interview, met one of your colleagues called Lyle. So that you can only engage and discuss by coming together, and by coming together, minds, interests, and businesses are therefore going to be an outcome of that process. If you know, for example, the dominance of America's business interests were challenged because the East, China specifically, was beginning to engage and push some of their interests within the continent out. You've seen a lot of interest, by the way, just in the last 20 years, if you look at other players coming to the continent, Turkey, you're looking at India, you're looking at, so Africa is in a good place. How it uses this is another thing. Most important to use it for its benefit and not to allow other foreign interests to actually take more precedence, unlike domestic interests.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Well, thank you so much, Vincent Kimosop, CEO, Sovereign Insight, for coming on the show and always answering our call.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.